Okay, there we go. Alright, so you may have noticed that we have two things going on today that are a little different from the usual analysis videos. So obviously I'm adding the camera to the top left corner. There's usually not that much important information up there. If there is, I'll move my face aside. I figured I'd give you a personality to latch onto, if that matters to any of you. And then also, we're using today Outplayed. I'm using OBS to like crop out all the ads on the side and stuff, and just all the useless information, hoping you can see as much as possible of the game as well as the timeline, which I'll be using. I use Outplayed to record most of my screen captures. I mean, you can see them, like you can see it's a watermark in the corner because I'm too cheap to pay for it, for the premium subscription. I mean, but if I get some good feedback on this video, or if this video comes out well, who knows? Maybe I'll buy Outplayed Premium, or maybe Outplayed can sponsor me in like, I don't know, when I hit like 10K, 100K subs. Who knows? Anyways, it's the point of it is that I can basically see where all the events are in the game, and then just go right there. And if I want to replay a clip, I can just go back. And it's much easier than in like the practice tool, or like the spectator tool. And man, I'm like super jarred by like just the camera on the side. I could just see myself. Anyways, so yeah, this video will be shorter than usual, probably just because I'll be skipping all the boring parts. I'll be like speeding past it, probably just like, you know, scrubbing like this. And there will be less awkward moments, hopefully, awkward pauses, and then also I can actually go over how I'm thinking as I'm in the middle of a play. I talk a lot with my hands. I don't know if you can see, but you can't see. But I'm moving my left hand a lot right now with my right hand on the mouse. Anyways, that's enough yapping. Today we're going to go over Sett versus Olaf and how I play this matchup. And it starts, as always, from level 1. Sett's level 1 is very important. And yeah, I mean, I can just skip ahead. Give a little leash to my jungler. So what I really want in this matchup is I want level 2 prio. So I want to push the wave as much as I can. I got W level 1 because if he hits me with his Q, I can throw my W back at him while also pushing the wave, which is important. See, I W the wave to push it. And then now I have my level 2 before him because I W the wave. And thanks to my level 2, I get to engage on him, even though he hits level 2 also. He's already too low to fight back. Here, I make the mistake of flashing. I thought he would die, but he makes the mistake of just walking back up. And I mean, I'm not sure if he could have. Let me check if he could have flashed out of that. Here. So he could flash probably towards. You can see my mouse too, which is great. So now I can point things out. He could have flashed probably this way, but I mean, it's a little. He's in an awkward situation, being 1 HP at level 2 like this. Like, because if I hit 2 more minions, I hit level 3, I could dive him even more easily, right? But anyways, that's that. We get the first kill. Moving on. I try to recall, but he has TP, and I don't want to recall with the wave in this position. If you look at my XP bar, the reason why I'm allowed to stay here is... Actually, I can full screen. Oh, if I full screen it, you can't really see because I have it cropped. It's a little awkward. Oh, there we go. So you could see there in the bottom. Well, I'm almost level 3, right? So, you know, for all the fundamentals fans out there, you see that minion right there? You see that minion? I'm pointing with with my hand and also the mouse. So I E him and the minion to get the stun. I get the Q level up, instant level up the Q, auto, Q, and then I land the W and he's dead. I could miss the W here and he would still die because I'm pretty sure I have shield bash. So that is an extra, like, that's an additional use of shield bash, right? Your shield gives you more shielding because it gives you more armor, and also your shield bash auto attack would give you more damage. But in this case, I didn't need to use it because I landed my W, thankfully, and his lane is basically over at this point. He can't play, so let's just skip ahead a little. So I push in the wave, I get the reset, and because I've pushed in the wave before I reset, I miss a minimal amount of minions. You can probably hear my clicking while the wave is pushing into me, so I get to freeze if I want to. I end up not freezing. I personally think that freezing against champions like Olaf, for example, or Mundo is a little bit less effective uh, than freezing against a champion like, let's say, Darius or Mordekaiser, because like Mordekaiser's ranged attack is his E, right? Which he would have to use like every 10 seconds or something like that is his cooldown. It's a longer cooldown than Olaf Q or Mundo Q, for example. So if you freeze against Olaf or Mundo, they can still get perfect CS if they manage their ability properly. Anyways, one minus of this setup is that I can't hear what's going on in the game, but it doesn't really matter that much. So we managed to get their mid laners TP. That's great. I decide to stay because I think that holding LeBlanc here is actually really useful. And also my Lee Sin's here to cover me. Unfortunately, the Nunu comes. And we one-shot him. And then we also kill the Olaf. So that's great. I think in this game, my Anivia might have not been able to play the game. I think her internet was dying, and we were basically 4v5 and still won. Yeah, our Anivia ping, she had 300 ping, and then she couldn't play the game. But she wasn't toxic about it, and our team was also kind of chill about it, and we ended up winning, even though it was basically 4v5. She also, like, kind of did some stuff later in the game. So, you know, at least she mattered. This LeBlanc was it's like a huge pain in my ass this whole game. I literally can't hit her outside of her, like, tether range with my W. It's insane. Okay, anyways, I don't need to go through, I don't need to, like, yeah. I'm trying to bait her, but, like, basically, if you see what I do here, once I see her jump away over the wall, there's no point in me chasing, so I just go back to the wave, because I don't want to miss minions. So that's what you should do, right? When you're chasing a champion that you know you can literally never catch, just don't bother and go back to the minion wave. Because you want to catch as much CS and gold as possible. Also, let me know if, like, all this skipping I'm doing is jarring. I'm sure it might be to some of you. Yeah, our mid laner was struggling to play this game. So I ended up... Okay, so here's the thought process for why I went mid. My mid laner cannot play the game, but I have a huge lead, right? And I want to spread this lead across elsewhere in the game, right? So I want to go bot lane. I want to go top when I get the chance. I want to go to the Herald or the Dragon. Our Pantheon is a negative Nancy. He thinks it's lost. I mean, I could see what he means. I could see why he would think that. His ADC is also 2-5. So yeah, this game was not won by any means by the level 2 and level 3 kills I got on Olaf. Because, well, my bot lane is running it down, and my mid laner can't play the game. So, I mean, from this perspective, the game looks actually pretty doomed. So, I think it actually might be impressive that we pulled it back. Yeah. Luckily, alright, see, luckily me and Lee are on the same wavelength. Jad, Giga Chad, Giga Chad Lee Sin. Alright, so we're getting back to lane. Alright, I got first item. Oh, this timeline thing here, actually, this a little annoying that I can't see everything. Not sure what to do about that. Oh, okay, whoa, whoa, where was I? We were mid, we had Stride Breaker. There we go. That's where we were. So I got Stride Breaker before, so let me think of why we backed there. Well, obviously, it's just to get item. Okay, so we got our item, and now we're chasing Nunu, just because we can. Got Nunu flash, I E his ult, and then now, because Pyke just used his E, he can't, okay, he can just do that and run away, I guess. And of course Olaf ults out. Our Nivea is continuously struggling. Our Pantheon runs it down. I can't really help him in that position, because if I walk up, the Pike can pull me into the Jinx, and also the LeBlanc is here. See, he's in that awkward position. He gets a kill on Pike, but at the cost of his own life. I personally can't die like that because I need to stay alive to get resources. My mid is battling depression, won't win. Yeah, it looks a little rough right now. But, you know, we are still ahead in kills. And also their team was playing pretty terribly. So when they got this kill on the Jinx, I was like, yo, it's so winnable, because if their ADC ends like that, I can actually kill her throughout this game. Because it means their ADC doesn't have like the ability to space properly, or like read that Pantheon can just jump on her and kill her with Senna. So, I mean, I don't want to skip to the events that you see down here. I'm just moving quickly through everything in between them, so it's less awkward. So I clear out the wave. I want to head mid. Alright, I warded the river instead, actually. I warded the river because Senna appeared mid. I'm still thinking that I want to go down. And I do go down as the dragon spawns. I catch this Jinx out, just like I thought I could, because I saw her get caught bot lane. And then I also push out the wave. So here's a macro play. I mean, it was a bit of a misplay. I mean, killing Jinx is probably worth it there, especially since the Olaf is so weak. That's from a solo queue perspective. If this was like a competitive game, it would not be worth because we lost top tower. But since it's like a solo queue game and this Olaf is basically worthless, him getting the top tower isn't worth as much as me like just setting their Jinx further behind. Because that just means that they have one player that's useless that gets some gold, and then I put behind their ADC who could possibly carry their game. But also she's kind of trolling too. Anyways, I ended up having to reset instead of running straight top. I know some players in lower elo would run straight top in that situation. I'm talking about a scene that happened like 2 minutes ago. Anyways, so yeah, I can just reverse and talk about what's going on here, my thought process. I can even pause. So, you know, I see the towers half HP. Oh god, there's an ad. No! It's fine, they're short. Okay. So I see my tower's half HP, so I decide top has to die because I'm not going to run all the way top only for this tower to die anyways. See, and that in like the few seconds I would have taken to walk up there, I would have wasted time. So I ended up just buying my items with the 1800 gold I had. I left top again. I need to look at this closely. So why am I mid here? I feel like I should be top, but possibly because I didn't trust my bot lane to do anything, I went mid. Alright. So now they're jumping me. It looks like from the timeline something happens here. Nunu runs at me. Oh my god, I do a lot of damage just from all the gold I have built over the game. We can skip forward a little. There's a play happening here. I flash in and I fail to hit anybody. This is tragic. Alright, great. So I ignited the Pike, and then that gave my Senna the vision to auto him while he jumped over the wall. I think my ignite probably would have killed him as well. This was interesting. I saw so I'm thinking this Olaf is gonna kill all of us, so I need to instantly ult to get past him. And I didn't know that Olivia was gonna put down the wall, but ulting here to get past him, he either runs towards me and has less time to kill my backline, or he runs at my backline and I'm out. And Olivia puts the wall, and that lets me jump over the wall. I mean, I had all the shutdown gold at this point in the game, and both of these players were kind of just dying the entire time. So, you know, we ended up only losing Olivia, and she was like AFK half the game, so it's not that big a deal. So, you know, all in all, it was pretty good that I ulted the Olaf there. And then now we have a big stretch of filler where I'm clearing waves, pushing. Alright, see, I'm pushing the tower, but they don't want to lose it, so Olaf TPs. Yep. You'll see I have a habit of, after I push in the wave, I'll stand in this bush. And that's because if I'm really ahead, then when they walk up past the middle of the wave, I can just walk up and hit them. But no one's here. I decided to push in the wave again until he arrives, and then I decide to reset. Until I don't. Right now I'm choosing not to go mid because our jungler died and he got caught out. Yeah, he gets caught here. If he gets caught there, there's literally like my mid support are bot lane. So you might be wondering like, why don't you go mid lane, right? Why don't you go mid lane defend mid? It's because I can't defend mid lane like this with just Senna. Because the Nunu Jinx Pike would blast through the Senna and then I would be alone. And also they one-shot the tower with Herald, so I knew that tower was gone, but Herald was 1 HP, so they can't get the next tower. See? They can't get the next tower, so me going there would have been a waste of time. I doubt I could have killed them, and if I did, I would have lost top tower as well. So the best course of action was just to stay top in that situation. It's not always true, but, you know, just in that case, with my jungler dead, I can't really count on my other teammates to do much. Good thing they keep catching this Jinx out though. And so yeah, I tell Anivia to go TP top lane, match the Olaf, because, you know, her whole thing is she can clear waves and make it impossible for melees to push up, basically. She just ults the wave and then places a wall between her and Olaf. If Olaf tries to walk up, she stuns him. It's really that simple. I don't want to be stuck matching this Olaf the entire game because I have such a massive lead. What's that? Alright, so that was my my girlfriend. We're going out in a bit. I'll try to get through this soon. Okay, clear the tower. I make a mistake here. I thought I was super strong, right? Because I had 2 items. But I ended up getting kited out by everyone. It was really rough. The W was tragic. Tried to ult out. But yeah, that just didn't go very well for me. The W, I think the biggest mistake there was obviously missing EW. Don't want to do that. I think if I landed that there, I could have gotten some more. But anyways, moving on. Oh, this was a play here. Oh, this was not the clip, actually. We're having a team fight. And right now, okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this Olaf is running it. This is what Olaf does. He's running straight ahead of us, right? I want to kill their backline. LeBlanc is impossible to catch, but Jinx is annoying and I can catch her. So I take the Olaf, and even though he doesn't come with me, the damage comes anyways. I get the Jinx's flash. I dodge the Nunu ult, and I flash onto Jinx, get the Jinx. And now I'm thinking, okay, LeBlanc can definitely one-shot me, but there's no way I can run from LeBlanc, especially with this Nunu route that's about to come and hit me. So what should I do? Should I run backwards and just pray that she doesn't kill me? No. I'm going to keep hitting the Nunu, and yeah, make it easier for my teammates to get the kill on him. So sometimes you need to make that decision, like, can I run away? Can I escape? Or do I just have to stand still and fight? And yeah, I mean, you're not escaping from LeBlanc with 25% of HP. Like, I could literally run all the way to, like, the middle of the map and she'll chase me down in 2 ults. I mean, in 2 Ws. So that's how that works. Now I'm pushing waves. Or maybe gets caught out, unfortunately. We kill this Olaf, but he gets a kill on our Nibio. So now what am I thinking? Wait, what the fuck? How did everyone die? Hold up, what? I need to rewatch this play. So one person died. Our Lee Sin killed the Pike. And then our Lee Sin killed the Jinx. This guy's cooking. What? And our Senna killed the... Like, what? I don't know. You know, sometimes your team just wins fight. That's crazy. I believe we get the Baron. Okay. Moving on. Get the dragon. It's good. She told me to look items. She had 3 items and Pantheon had 2 items. So there's no reason for Pantheon to be matching LeBlanc. And I mean, like, in the way that our Pantheon was able to match LeBlanc, which is a good thing, by the way. I was, like, complimenting our Pantheon for being able to match her, not flaming. So I'm thinking, like, I can't back in front of this Olaf. He's not going to let me back. So I just have to fight him. Since he'll just run at me. Thankfully, I'm much stronger than him. If we were even, he actually had a chance in this fight, I think. Like, what? There we go. My Senna Pantheon dying there was not great, but thankfully my Lee Sin and Anivia pushed up. And even though they don't kill everybody, I managed to get a tier 2 tower and Olaf, which is good. So by staying and pushing bot, I turned the bad situation into a better one, into like an actual positive one. Wait, Ethan, can you turn that off? Thank you. So now suddenly we're actually at their base, and they're on the back step. When, you know, the alternative was I could back, and then I could have backed and then pushed them off our base, but like we wouldn't have gotten nearly as much if I did that. I had to trust my team. I had to make a gamble and trust my team that they could survive and hold out mid. And the reason I could do that is because Anivia could just push out all the minions, and so preventing the enemy team from pushing. And also I trusted like our Lee Sin, who was good thus far, to just hold the line. And also I had Olaf on me. Because Olaf was on me, it would be hard to back, and also I was way stronger than him. I might as well fight him. So it was a 4v3 mid, and I trusted our team to be able to hold, no, 4v2 mid. And I had to trust them to hold that. Which thankfully they did. So this is where I just like go ham. So I'm thinking in this fight, like, oh, I need to get all of them. I managed to get the Jinx, and then like this Pike just hooks me into her with my W. So that was a good little fight there. I get the Olaf pushed into me. I hit him as soon as he's in my face. I stun everybody. Perfect. That's what you want to see. Now that everyone's dead, we can push or go Baron. We chose to push a little, and then we should probably go Baron now. Yeah, we baited Baron. We actually stood in the bush, but I guess, did we? Oh, we got caught out. Obviously, the easiest thing for me to do in all of these fights is look for an ult onto Olaf to throw Olaf or Nunu to throw onto the Jinx. This was very awkward for me. My team did not trust me to make the engage. Can't really blame them. I guess they didn't see the angle. Honestly, I can't really see the angle right now either. Get the Baron. I think, yeah, I typed in chat, we greeted for the tower too much. We probably should have just backed after inhib to get the Baron for free. Just throwing abilities out for no reason. Okay, so you can see I'd make this entire trek across the rock, across the big wall, so I can find a position to throw the Olaf onto the Jinx. This is what, oh, Jesus. Where the hell is that? This is the play where we all died, isn't it? No, what? Yo, I'm so confused. Where was I? Hello? Alright, this is after I killed him. This is after I died. We lost Baron. There we go. Okay. So, what am I thinking? I'm thinking, okay, this Jinx is here. My team isn't here. I need to wait. I need to stall for my Senna to get here. Because our Senna is strong at this point. She's, you know, she's a hyper-scaling ADC. Or support. So I walk all the way around the rock, and I see an angle onto the Jinx. She doesn't have flash. She's just... Oh, never mind. She has flash, actually. But, you know, I get an angle on the Jinx, get her flash, so she's out of the fight. Functionally, she was dead for a couple seconds. And, yeah, I mean, that's how we win the game. Now it's just LeBlanc defending, and the game is over. And GG. Alright. So, what did we do that game? We got an early game lead. We pushed our lead even further. We used our lead to put pressure onto our mid and jungle, onto the enemy mid and enemy jungler to come top. Our mid laner couldn't play the game, so we switched with our mid laner to apply our pressure in mid, so we could help out the map more. You see everyone's coming towards me mid. We made sure to stay up in our CS and XP. We roamed when we saw the opportunity, and then would continuously clear waves still. Just getting as many resources onto ourselves as possible. And then, at every opportunity, we took the chance to find the enemy ADC. Didn't let her have a chance to matter this game. You could see in this last fight that she could have actually done something if she had kills. But thankfully, you know, we just made sure she couldn't play. And then moving on, we made a couple mistakes. We'd die because we just missed abilities or we were out of position. But overall, you know, from the position we were in, I would count this as something of a comeback. And it was basically 4v5. And yeah, I mean, our support didn't really want to win either. And our Senna kept dying in lane. But, you know, we win those. You know, so I guess it just goes to show, if you can win your lane, you know, every game is winnable as long as you can push your lead properly. Although, you know, sometimes that's not true if the enemy bot lane is also hyper-fed. I think this game was much easier given due to the fact that even though our bot lane lost, their bot lane also was somehow running it down. But yeah, that's today's video, and thanks for watching. Later.